Stefan Noesen, one of the best net front players in the NHL, can finish on the forecheck. He gets a chance, and he scores!
I was right-handed. I played right D, and I was more comfortable with it being opened up a little bit. But having said that, that's because there's a lot more left-handed shots at times.
Kovacevic deflected, score!
Well, I may be biased, but I hope not.
Dillon to the blue line. Connor, a spinning shot, took a turn and saved me. Rebound, score! Brendan Dillon whacks at this one. Extra attacker is out. Net is empty. Puck is trickled forward. Paul Connor puts it away! Eric Haula holds 45 seconds left on the power play. Haula from a sharp angle. Casey has all kinds of space. Toe drag, he scores! Dahlin throws it to the high slot, knocked away by Cotter, turned back over, but slips out. Jack Hughes working one-on-one with Samuelson. He finds Cotter to the front.
You know, it's going to be interesting to watch to see if that's something consistent.
Look at that pass from Hughes to Brad. He streaks in. He wraps around. Hughes with a little bit of space. Attacks down the goal line, feeds the front. Heischer's tied up. Comes to Brad. Re-trigger. He scores! Feeds Kovacevic. It rolls past him. Brendan Dillon steps up to it. Kovacevic to Timo Meier. He lets it go. He scores! It's been impressive to see how he's been able to keep himself out of injury trouble. Jack Hughes' stick tied up. It comes up high, and Casey scores! There's a response by the rookie.
Washington's pressing. They get it to Meier. He just flips it out.
Haula across for Noesen. Back to the front. Score! Paul Connor puts it in. Stefan Noesen pounces on the loose puck. He feeds the front. Connor scores! Takes a hit to keep it moving, and the Devils get it out. Tatar ahead for Dawson Mercer. His 250th NHL game is sealed with his goal. Nico is looking blocker side. Devils force the turnover. Casey has space. Casey shoots. He scores! Bounced off Cole before Vejmelka. Here's Casey, who has the game's only goal. His shot's deflected. Rebound, score! Stefan Noesen in front.
Took down Hughes pretty hard, too.
Hamilton over to Bratt. Down low to Jack Hughes once more. Centering feed, score!
Sticks on shots and passes.
And now numbers the other way. Jack Hughes takes it, cuts inside. He shoots, he scores! Bratt works it down low. Hischier back to Bratt again. He fakes. He feeds Hughes. Lots of room. Hischier's got it. He scores!
Sanheim down and out was Hathaway. Sanheim on his backhand, trying to muscle it out of there. Nurse did well to hold his own. Beautiful look. One-timer score. This game is tied. Connor Brown the finish off a setup from Jeff Skinner.
Effort, he fanned on it. Second attempt, he moves it to Dillon. Dillon's shot all the way through the slot. Here's Hamilton, rebound, Connor, score!
From most areas, a lot of areas that other teams might not. That's too many shots to give up in one period.
Here's Noesen feeding the front. Hischier scores!
Finds a wide open Nico Hischier with a quick snapshot in front. Devils right back in it. 3-2 Caps.
And Hischier's right back on the puck. He shoots again. He scores again!
Timo knows it. A little miscommunication on the way out. Now they come out on the rush.
Hischier's already scored twice. He feeds Mercer. Score! Hischier flips it wide to Hughes. Centering. Meier whacked at it. Didn't connect. Hamilton, a one-timer, score! Kucherov between the legs tried to get it to point. It's jabbed away there by Bratt. Again, it's the Hughes line against the Kucherov line, and Jack Hughes is in behind. Hughes on the break. He scores! 45 seconds of this period. Hughes hangs on for it, but he's got Dawson Mercer with them. It's blocked by Chernak. Across to Meier. He scores! 20 seconds left on the power play. Meier, a one-timer just wide, and a ricochet to Tatar. Bluffs the shot, feeds Meier. One-timer, score! Backhanded pass broken up, comes to Hamilton at the blue line. Here's Jack Hughes again, centers. Noesen scores!
Right, so just make sure you're confident with your passes and where you put that puck.
Good pursuit by Noesen, frees it up, and Hischier scored! Hamilton holds at the blue line. Hughes works it down low, centering feed. Hischier, he scores! Nico Hischier's second power play goal.
All four lines. I mean, one shift after another, you got to build momentum, and that hasn't always been the case lately.
Bratt feeds, scores! Nico Hischier again! Dougie fakes. Jack Hughes looking to open things up. Mercer's shot is blocked away. Rebound, backdoor, score!
You keep doing that, you feel like you're going to get rewarded.
Off the face-off win from Cizikas. Chalowski shot, score! Dennis Chalowski, just seconds into his Islanders debut this season.
Trying to keep that puck away from Mason Marchment.
Lifted ahead and a chance for Dadonov behind the D. Forehand, score!
Wanting to get traded somewhere else just so that you could be a little more on the offense.
Well, look at that passing. Jack Hughes shoots, rebound, score!
Nice save there.
Kovacevic to Nason, he scores! Stefan Nason sneaks it under the blocker, and the Devils lead! Nason sliding, tried to get it to Hughes, it bounced around. Hot pass for Bratt, he tracks it down, he changes directions, gets around Fabry, sends it to the front, score! Dawson Mercer sends it across to Jonas Siegenthaler. In first shooting lane, Mercer takes it, attacks down the alleyway, backhander front, Connor scores!
Again, for me, it's taking nothing for granted.
Here comes Nico Hischier attacking Luneau. He gets inside and he scores! Dawson Mercer gets the puck, makes a nice swiveling move. He's got Hischier with him on a 2-on-1. Nico Hischier takes, he shoots, he scores! 30 seconds left on the power play, and Hischier goes right through Hughes. Numbers for the Devils. He has Mercer with him. Hischier shoots, kick save, rebound, score!
Good selection to shoot, almost scores.
Numbers for the Devils again. Nico Hischier starts forward. Gets it wide to Timo Meier. He pulls it back. He scores! Outlets it for Andre Palat. Wide to Dougie Hamilton joining the rush. Palat gets it back. Cuts to the front. Sheloff makes the save. And the rebound goes! Downloading Nason. Hischier's in the bumper. Nason feeds Bratt. Down to Nason once more. Backdoor. Hughes whacks at it and scores!
The other team's taking a chance, and I think that's when Sam Reinhart, jumps and puts it into fifth gear. There's a pass through. Dadonov walking in and shot. He scores! Evgeny Dadonov!
Finds the trailing Cotter. He drives the net, now wraps behind. Devils complete the line change. Cotter a feed, and Nason scores! Just for Bratt to the offensive end, finds Dougie Hamilton. Here's Jack Hughes. Nico Hischier feeds, Bratt shoots, score! It's Hyman, who scored 54 goals last year, that turns it over to Dawson Mercer. Meier calling for it again. Mercer flips it to him. Meier brings it down. He scores! Good reaction by the netminder, Samuel Montembeault. Jack Hughes swivels inside, feeds the front, score! Bounces back to Jack Hughes, and Gooley knocks it away. Palat pursues, forces the turnover. Jack Hughes feeds, and Palat scores!
That pass was kind of in Cotter's skate, and it took him some time to corral it.
Here's a good feed from Holland. Siegenthaler scores! Now the Devils look to push the other way. Bratt with Hughes. In front, he scores! Devils still holding the one-goal lead. Hughes pressures Matheson, knocks him to the ice. Jesper Bratt is off to the races. Net is empty. Bratt strikes. He scores!
Sorokin does from Dougie Hamilton.
Hischier wins an important faceoff. Minute 25 remains on the power play. Jack Hughes had a steam. He scores!
Certainly a regular D partner for Noah Dobson. Holmstrom almost able to slip by Luke Hughes. Holmstrom got it through, a chance, and they score! Dennis Chalowski!
Paul Cotter plays it off the wall. Cotter gets a step, changes direction, center, score! Dawson Mercer pulls the Devils back within one. 55 seconds to go. Hamilton back to Hughes again with space. Nason cross ice, bounces, score!
Great chance there. Holmstrom's been deadly.
Jack Hughes is all alone. Game on his stick. Here he goes. He scores!
Troy Stetcher keeps the puck in. Intercepting in the corner was Hughes. Janmark gets it back. Now it's Tony in front. Trickles through to Lankinen, and they score! Connor Brown has his second of the year.
Put 3 goals in this third. They've blown it wide open for Edmonton again, so momentum swings.
Connor Brown in with a wrist shot. Scores!
Across the line, a reach for Bratt. Pivots away from Kulikov. Holds in at the high point. Hughes scores! Jack Hughes! And now Matthew Tkachuk through center. Banking a pass intended for Rodriguez. That didn't connect. A break the other way. Meyer moves in. Shoots. Score! The final 5 minutes are brought to you by Expedia. Nico Hischier across the line. Wrist shot. Score!
It almost feels like the biggest danger has been dodged here for the Devils.
Bratt a takeaway. Empty net goal as he sets up Pollock.
The season seems to go. Again, Luke Hughes in his own zone. Great stick.
Luke Hughes has it now. He drives. Kick save. Bobrovsky. Rebound. Score! Hischier shoots. Bobrovsky makes another save. Hughes to the front. It ricochets out to Hamilton. 5 seconds left in the period. Bratt looking for a lane. He scores! Penalty killers in Aaron Ekblad who took the roughing penalty. Mercer gets it behind goal. Jack Hughes looking, throws it to the front, that bangs in! Bouncing off Mercer, it's a goal! Bratt works to Hamilton, 15 seconds left in the frame. Here's Jack Hughes, glides it, centering feet, score!
Doesn't take a penalty. That great mobility, skating ability, and the great stick.
Bratt shoots quickly, he scores! Haula bangs it. Jesper Bratt's first to it, looking for a hat trick. He scores!
Dadonov 3 for 4 in penalty shots in his career. Dadonov on Swayman scores! Beck forward for Steele. Stars seeing if they've got one more. They're in left wing side. Dadonov, he scores! They do! From center, didn't get it very far. Thrun back for Beck. Stars have to touch up. They'll bring it into Dadonov. He will chip it into the empty net.
Jack Hughes accelerates forward. His pass intercepted. Oh, good play by Andre Palat. He fires, deflected, score! Devils come right back. Jack Hughes feeds Jesper Bratt. 6 seconds of 5-on-3 left. Dougie Hamilton for Bratt again. Here's Hughes. Sharp angle. Feeds the front. Score! And it's knocked away from him by Sean Walker. Tatar working behind goals. Got Dawson Mercer again. Hamilton shoots. He scores! He recovers. Turns it back. Nason lets it ride for Bratt. Change of direction to the slot. Bratt fires and scores!
Stars on the attack. Dadonov centers out of the reach of Steele. Labushkin fadeaway one-timer score! It deflected in at the side of the net. Evgeny Dadonov was there.
And can you manage it? That's what's critical. And we've seen that more often than not this season. The Devils have done that.
Dowling and Eller were jockeying for the puck. Devils keep it alive. Dillon to the front, deflected, score! Post-game last game, we talked about the job Jeremy Colleton has done with this power play. Dougie Hamilton fires it right in! The power play keeps on scorching. Meyer at center ice, flicks it wide. Nico Hischier's got speed, cuts to the front, he scores! Devils working against the top penalty kill unit in the NHL. Hamilton wants it, fires, saves Saros, rebound in front, pops out, Hischier scores! Nico Hischier slips in, looking for his third, he scores! Nico's natural hat trick! For New Jersey, Devils win the draw. Hamilton's got it. New Jersey's immediately set up. Jack Hughes goes down the lane, feeds Hischier. It's knocked away. Hamilton shoots. He scores! 15 seconds of the power play. Mercer down low to Haula. Tomas Tatar receives the pass. Glides it to Luke Hughes. Extra pass. Meyer, he scores! By the way, Tomas Tatar not on the bench for the Devils at the moment. So they've been down a forward here in this second period. Meyer feeds. Hischier shoots. He scores! Game tied at 3. Devils have tied the game twice, have yet to lead. Here's Luke Hughes with a chance. Save Talbot. Rebound. Backhander. Hughes. No. Yes, it's in. Ups it back to Hamilton. Sent down low. That's batted around. Ends up with Jack Hughes. Hamilton under pressure. Settles the puck down. Hughes in the slot. He shoots. He scores. Keeps it alive. Heads down the alley. Backhander to the front. Score! Jack Hughes to the dot, sends to the front, Nason scores! You called it, Bryce! Hughes to Nason, and it's a one-goal game. Pratt gets to it first in behind. John Carlson sends it up the wall, but not out. Andre Palat intercepts. Jack Hughes takes it, he shoots, he scores! 33 seconds left on the power play. Face-off win for the Devils. Jack Hughes shoots, traffic in front, rebound there, score! Nason again! Philip Hedel, it's knocked away from him, and Andre Palat sends it out to Jesper Bratt. Bratt and Hughes 2-on-1 against Keandre Miller. Bratt shoots, he scores! Mercer changes directions. Luke Hughes blasts from the point, blocked down. Mercer in the slot, he's loose, he shoots, he scores!
Nice. Coming downhill.
Bratt with it here, final 5 seconds of the 5-on-3. Jack's got it, he feeds for Nason, comes to Hamilton, he scores!
Being opportunistic, I talk about it a lot, teams against the Devils.
Luke Hughes' shot's deflected, rebound, score! Jack Hughes puts it in off the assist from his brother. Hughes, Bratt, Hischier, and Hamilton. Jack from the slot, he scores again!
Heiskanen back for Duchesne. Now Dadonov, bottom of the near dot. Shoots, he scores!
Jack Hughes retrieves it right at the blue line. Hughes into the high slot, moves it wide for Luke. Luke shoots, he scores! Jack Hughes takes it straight away. Skating a circle, feeds it across to Jesper Bratt. Bratt pulls the trigger and it trickles in! In his 500th career game! Comes down behind off of Meyer's glove. Stevenson gets it to the blue line, but not out. Hischier holds. He feeds Dylan straight away. Wrist shot through traffic. Rebound still loose and knocked in!
A poke check by Riley. Bratt has it, and he brings it right back across the Toronto line. Sets up Palat, shoots. Score! The Devils finally solve Stolarz and break through.
Swings it around. Letang intercepts there. He'll pass to Malkin. Back across. He's got a man. Glass scores! First goal in Pittsburgh. Black and gold for Cody Glass, and the Penguins cut into that Avalanche lead.
Jack Hughes circles and interchanges with Bratt. He's into the slot. He's still moving. He gets free. He shoots. He scores! 7:05 to go in the third. Andre Palat is the Devils' goal scorer tonight. He feeds Jack Hughes. He scores! There's the breakthrough!
LA, no time to set up.
Pesce an intercept. Here comes the Devils shorthanded. Jack Hughes shoots. It's blocked. Pesce fires. He scores!
5 seconds remaining. Ryan Pulock. Drop for Pageau. One last look on the power play. Holmstrom. Cholowski scores!
Boldy looks to protect. Janmark lost it at his feet, but kicked it over to Brown, and now Edmonton has some numbers coming the other way. Ty Emberson, shorthanded over to Brown. Reach shot, score! Connor Brown, shorthanded goal!
Devils go the other way. Here's Timo Meier. He's been all over the place again. Meier comes in. He feeds all the way across. Luke Hughes to Mercer. He scores! Not trying to keep him from clearing, and he finishes him right into the wall. What a play by Jesper Bratt. Devils are fresh. Hughes shoots. He scores! Bounces toward Bertuzzi. Off the wall. Korchinski's pass intercepted by Hischier. Devils have a 3-on-2. Bratt right back for Hischier. Going net front. He scores! Second assist in about 2 minutes for Jesper Bratt. Up to 41 points. Mercer turning shot. Rebound. Score!
Taken by Bouchard, and that's wisely clear. And now Brown ahead. Draisaitl bearing down, shoots, and rebound Brown, and scores! 3-0. Edmonton taking control.
They just had a baby boy, and they named him after Garland's favorite character from his favorite movie. This puck fired, they score! Mark McLaughlin from the high slot that changed directions, went straight down.
Has leveled this one off. Kulak now through the middle. Glove down. Carried but not out by Mikkola. Here comes Perry. Connor Brown sneaks it home!
And inside of 5 minutes to play in the opening period. Shots 5-3. Now 5-4 New Jersey, and the fourth shot is an Andre Palat.
Get a nice tip or a screenshot.
They get it set up. Hamilton moves to Hughes. He shoots. Rebound in front. Binnington makes the save. And then score! Stefan Nason!
On the puck, on the body.
Speaking of assertive, Meyer to goal. Save made Binnington. Dillon shoots, he scores! Holloway battling Jack Hughes, picks him clean. Jack starts forward for Jesper Bratt. He gets to center, tries to swivel free. Bratt splits through and dunks it home!
Pulls left of the net, back in the cage. Around to the near side. And it's healed by McLaughlin. He scores! Mark McLaughlin cut in the slot. Stayed with it. Second attempt. He ties it at 3.
All the scoring in the game can be traced to a 59-second span. Starstruck first. Here's Dadonov. He scores! 22 seconds in!
Meyer to the blue line. Luke Hughes shoots again, deflected, rebounds there, still on the doorstep. Verzlikins goes full sprawl. Puck is loose off his blocker. Score! And Sillinger and Hischier will come together. Hischier wins the draw. Jack Hughes up top, shoots, deflected, score! The Nico line's back out. Timo's got it, high slot, feeds it over to Hischier. The captain turns away, good move on Pickering. He's got it, back into the front, score! He shoots again, he was looking for Nason, who was upended by Shea. Hamilton serves it to the front, Jari makes the save. He's diving for the rebound, puck is still loose, score! Carlson drives again, that one's blocked by Hischier. Spins away to Jesper Bratt, he feeds Timo Meyer, empty net, Meyer scores! Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes have together, and they're right back out together again.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart guy, he knows what he's doing.
Hughes shoots, he scores! A lot along the wall, trying to protect the puck, he feeds Dawson Mercer, all the way across, score! Timo Meyer burns the Nylon! Luke Hughes comes in down low, feeds his brother, open net, score! Meyer working against Fox, protects the puck to the outside, he stops, looks for an option, finds Hischier, cross ice, backdoor, slam dunk, Stefan Mason! Jack has scored twice already tonight, feeds the front, Mercer whacks at it and scores! The second effort!
Not only dumping the puck in, but retrieving them so far.
Here's Palat entering the zone, finds the trailing Siegenthaler, leaves it for Kovacevic. He shoots, rebound, score!
In the second period as well, in the third period from Carolina. Nice transition right here.
2-on-1, Nason with Hischier. Nason feeds, Hischier shoots, he scores!
Saving a goal possibly with that block.
Jesper Bratt's on the loose puck. Ripped from the blue line, deflected, rebound, score! Luke Hughes! Back-to-back nights against the Hurricanes, playing tomorrow in Raleigh at 7 p.m. Jack Hughes' shot, rebound, score! Dawson Mercer puts it in!
Around it goes to Jamie Benn. He'll find Dadonov up ahead, he scores!
But Cotter gets to it, cleared away, but given away to Burns. Kotkaniemi loses it, here's the chance coming in, Cotter scores! On the giveaway, Paul Cotter.
Brendan Dillon for Dougie Hamilton. He'll send it down low. Bratt turns on Slavin, cuts the front across, score!
It's a pretty nimble play for a 230-pound defenseman. That'd be a big tilt right there. Here goes Duchesne, has the man across, shot, score! Dadonov from Duchesne.
Group on the front end of a back-to-back, trailing by 2. Trying to avoid their first back-to-back regulation losses in a while, and they get one back here!
We just talked about, right? I expect Anaheim to get a few of those chances. Not that you want to see them, but the Devils are pressing.
Here's Meyer, he shoots, he scores! 20 seconds left on the power play. Devils have been in the O-zone basically the entire time. Jack Hughes feeds, Hischier taps it in! Here's Luke Hughes starting from his own end. Gets it wide to Paul Cotter. Cotter drives the alleyway, shoots and scores!
They've come to play, they're getting their shot attempts. It just might not go in right now.
Hischier shoots, save, Gerber, there we go. Dawson Mercer in his office in front of net. 33 seconds to go in period 2. Kovacevic stretches one for Mercer, glanced along, Cotter cuts and scores!
You're working your tail off to just try to do anything and get to that puck. And
Jack Hughes feeds, Paul, scores! scores! Bang!
Quick with the left leg, kicked it out. Bourque in front, tip, save, rebound, score! Evgeny Dadonov!
And the now head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes, Rob Brind'Amour.
Pesce shoots, score! Deflected in front, Jack Hughes again!
Dillon.
And Hamilton hammers Cooley at center ice.
That could have been a slam dunk for Palat.
Bratt turns, shoots, and scores! Bratt retrieves the puck along the wall. Hamilton shoots again, deflected, score! Andre Palat against his former team!
Good shot by Siegenthaler. A really nice pass there by Nason.
Hughes intercepts a cross-ice pass. Devils have a chance to push it again. Jack Hughes, high slot, he shoots, he scores!
Yeah, it's because as you look, you got
30 seconds left on the power play. To the front, Nason, he scores!
Steal over the blue line, Stankoven. Harley goes to Stankoven, sends a low triangle, passing, they score! And they have one! Evgeny Dadonov. Bastian forced one towards the net. Here's Hischier. Throws one out front. Score! Bastian, the answer! Terrific pass from Nico Hischier.
Puck's turned over to the front. Jack Hughes takes, and he scores!
get the puck in that spot.
Battle behind the wall. Jack Hughes poked it away to keep possession for New Jersey. Nico Hischier spins toward the net. Hischier shoots, he scores! Brad takes it, feeds Jack, he shoots, blocked, rebound, Meier, in front, score!
2-1 game on the power play. I mean, that could have been hang your head territory.
Glass scores a power play goal for Pittsburgh, and that guy deserves it. Cody Glass has been at another level here tonight.
Gets it down lower. Nate Bastian steps around to check from Scott Lawton. Feeds the blue line. Dougie Hamilton up top. Look, shoots, score! Dougie Hamilton fires it in.
Stick to Pickering and back ahead for Pittsburgh's Glass. Here's Hayes carrying in. Back in front, Glass scores!
Is up over the crossbar.
And you mentioned their top players. They understand that.
Mercer scores! Dotson Mercer finds the loose puck and puts it past Swayman. Gives it right back to Brad again. Boston really packed in pretty tightly in this box on the kill. Across to Hamilton, he scores! His works down low, his pass is blocked by Carlo. It comes to Hischier. Shot Plink goes around, score! Stephen Mason jams it in after a ricochet off of Bruin. And make your own luck by going hard to the net, by winning puck battles. Devils doing that tonight. Mercer makes it 4-1! Dowling to Mercer!
Nice save there.
Good feed into a tight spot into the bumper. Mason gets it, redirects between his legs. Korpisalo saves. Hamilton scores!
He just tipped that pass away from a good scoring chance.
Jesper Bratt creates space on the backhand, slides one near side, they score!
The Devils really built off that momentum from that kill.
Devils leading 1-0. Here's Bratt with it. Shovel shot, they score! Now for Matheson, reaches for it. It's cleared by Meier. Meier gets it up ahead to Jack. Final minute of play, game on his stick, he scores!
Yes, baby!
I wish we would have known a little bit earlier. Harley goes over to Heiskanen. Off of Robertson, Dadonov behind the D, and scores!
Any spark here, and plenty of chances have gone their way in the second.
Jack wins it back. Luke over to Dougie. Wrist shot, and Ersson got a piece, but it bounces in! Keeps it in. What a play.
Great effort by Jack Hughes.
Now it comes back to Jack, who just gets back to his feet here. His shift has been about 3 minutes. Meier corks one and scores!
Here's Hughes trying to hand that one off for Bratt. Comes to Hamilton. Bratt, seam pass. Hughes reloads it. Hughes tried to slip it through. It came to Palat, and they score! Sanheim gave it back, and now Luke Hughes comes out, and Luke and Jack are on a 2-on-1. Luke Hughes shoots and scores! Carefully as the pass came to Timo Meier. Shot blocked by Frost. Here's Meier. Here's Meier with an open pass, and they score again! Dawson Mercer.
Doug Armstrong said, well, guess what? You're the goalie coach starting tomorrow morning.
Here's Jack Hughes with Bradley. Got the pass there, and it comes back for Hughes.
Here in the second.
Hamilton shot fluttered off a stick and forced a tough save. Fed to the front, backhander save. Luukkonen, he turns away the first rebound. Second chance is waved off.
Yeah, you're going to have nights like that or afternoons like this. Having said that, it's all the details.
Cutter scores! Oh, the Devils get a spark 18 seconds into.
Yeah, I'm with you, Daniel. By no means am I condoning a hit to the head.
Here come the Devils, 2-on-1 shorthanded. Bratt cuts it back, he feeds Hughes, backhander, score!
Enough of it. Opposing netminders.
Stars in the attack zone. Harley. His shot. Score! And is Johnston on the right wing. Curls behind the net. Wyatt Johnston centers. Pinballs around. It's still loose. Stuffed. Score! Banking it in was Evgeny Dadonov.
That was wide open for Cody Glass. Devils look to counter the other way. Backhanded pass from Hughes. Bounces to the front of backhander. Rebound there, and it's poked in! Jack Hughes wins the faceoff against Sidney Crosby. Takes the one-timer and scores! A face-off win against one of the league's best. Nets Jack Hughes' second goal of the game.
A little bit of a break for Edmonton there.
Here's Bouchard. Another chance. McDavid gets it. One-timer score! The Oilers put it away! Connor Brown!
Hughes takes it again, works down the lane, shoots it on, and bounces off Hill. Rat for Nason, good feed to Palani, scores! Dillon sprints in from the blue line, keeps it alive all the way around for Hamilton, who pinches in past Gallagher. Tatar centering off the bench, Bratt shoots and scores! Jack gets a stick check by Armia, he's out fresh, he feeds Bratt, it's ripped, save, rebound, score! The Devils do it again! Matheson's pass intercepted by Brett Pesce. He funnels it forward, 2-on-1. Jack Hughes with Jesper Bratt. Jack takes it, he shoots, he scores! Got taken into the corner, just works it up the wall. Mercer has a takeaway, gets it down low. Myers spins one right to the goal mouth. Luke Hughes drives and scores!
Bourque centering this line of Ben and Dadonov to begin things. Back for Dumba, tip in front, score on the rebound! Evgeny Dadonov.
Well, then things could change quickly, and the crowd could really get the Devils back in this.
They're set up again. Bratt at the dot for Hamilton. Moving one-timer, score!
Ben found him with a pass.
Jack Hughes cuts right back to the front. It's jarred away by DeSmith. Made a couple of poke checks today. Hughes shoots, he scores! Jack Hughes line out there. Luke Hughes plays it behind net. That's where Bratt feeds. Jacks to Dougie. He rips. Kick save. Rebound to Luke. Feeds the front. Score! Andre Palat gives the Devils the lead. Jesper Bratt enters the zone. His pass wide for Hischier rolled on him a bit. Hamilton shoots. He scores! Top corner. Dougie Hamilton.
Marchessault with speed wide. That long reach from Hughes gets the stick on the puck, and
Casey lets it rip and scores! Nico feeds it again. Bratt's got it. Hamilton looking for it. Instead, Bratt spins back. Down low, Nico taps for Nason. He scores!
He's got a great shot.
Jack wins it clean. Here's Luke. He turns away from Casey. Feeds to Jack. One-timer. Score! Luke Hughes trying to move away from Nick Bjugstad. Good spin. Hughes creates space. He shoots. Pavelka makes the save. And get a massive 2 points.
Well, Bill feels like an important period because it is.
Here comes Timo Meier out of the shoot. He scores!
Swings it around the boards. Tavares coming down. Poked away. Here's Blake Lizotte on the backhand. Circles the net, sends it out, and they score!
Jack Hughes. Shot from the side, and they score just like that. And one of the guys they're counting on, it's Timo Meier. On January 18th at Colorado. He doesn't play every game, but still. That shot to traffic and deflected in! Delayed penalty here. Extra attacker on. Centered across. Pesce lets it go and he scores! Brett Pesce.
You know, briefly, it's not like Winnipeg outplayed.
Kovacevic across, score! Hey, there's the quick one. Dawson Mercer.
looking for an offensive opportunity all the way back. Makes a nice block with a knee on Ben. Here we go, 2-on-1. Poke check by Connor Brown. Racing to the net, trying to center it, and it ends up going in. That'll count for Connor Brown.
Across for Hughes.
Lucky Tippett lost the stick there.
There's Mason from a tough angle, and then they score! Cody Glass! Couturier and Halla. And it's fired down into the empty net by Mercer.
Oh, miscommunication from Columbus, and the Devils don't capitalize. Bratt feeds, deflected, score! Nico Hischier tips it in! After the power play, Provorov shots blocked, and here's Cotter. Fresh legs, full head of steam. Cotter surges, gets to the front, he scores! I know one before you then, Dano. This is a rare occurrence. Here's Cody Glass over the blue line. Backhand to the front. Score! Jesper Bratt puts it in. Dumoulin gets it to Nason. He'll send the Devils off and running. Meyer has Mercer with them. Timo takes a shot. He scores!
When we saw Columbus's push early.
Here's Cody Glass moving in, Dano, as he will go wide on Fabro here and fire it up to Luke Hughes, who rips it in!
Vegas at Detroit Sunday begins the TNT Max doubleheader, followed by Dallas at Colorado. Another good one. At drive, trickles in, kick save made, rebound, score! It's freed up to Pesce. A one-touch on the move is Bratt. Jesper Bratt, wrist shot, score! Tie game, Jesper Bratt! Through traffic, it's played to Nemitz. Nemitz hoping for a shooting lane. Bratt right back to him. One-time drive. Score! The Devils lead!
I've been kind of impressed with the way he gets around the ice. He's looking for his first full-time opportunity. He's only 23 years old.
They shoot and they score, and it's Cody Glass again. Karam's off the glass. Good work by Nemitz to keep it in. Barely kept it in. Meyer scores. Timo Meyer, a power play goal. Now Meyer for Bratt. Hughes, a wrister. They score! Luke Hughes through a screen. Back-to-back power play goals.
13 shots on goal. They combined for 19, but Elvis Merzlikins was tremendous that night. Here comes Timo Meyer. Power move to the front. He scores! So the Devils lead, and Dumoulin gets to the red line and dumps it in. Puck squirts out. Jesper Bratt's got an open net. He scores! Jet Greaves fumbles it in behind.
The better of chances. Wolf's made some really good saves. I've liked the way the Devils have come out here.
Hischier wraps it around. Wolf makes the save, and then it trickles in.
Sanderson keeping track. That's where the puck went for Nason. Now to Hischier. Slips away from ball, wraps it around, stopped by Wolf. They jam at it and score.
About half a minute to go in this second period. Devils added to their lead to make it 2-0 before Calgary got one back, and now Cotter returns the 2-goal lead and settles it down with 55 seconds left on the power play. Slides it to Bratt, cross ice, one-timer, Hischier, he scores, and there's history for Jesper Bratt.
How about that move by Mercer? Went right through Sherwood. Here's Bratt. Towards the front. Backdoor pass, shot, save, rebound, score! 3:25 puck possession. That's 2 minutes more than any other player. But now, that shot from Dylan. And a score!
His first goal in the last 19 games to give New Jersey the lead, and now they make it 2-0 on the power play as Dawson Mercer. Back out to Maroon. Puck deflects out of the zone. Bratt with it for the Devils. Crisscrossing with Palat. Andre Palat scores! Devils' second power play. They scored quickly on their first. Shot by Hughes deflects wide.
He's looking for Meyer on the weak side.
Here's Mercer, has some room, shoots and scores!
That was the shot pass by Teravainen.
And then it's knocked out of the zone by Meyer. Set ahead for Stefan Nason. He scores into the empty net.
Here's Marcus Johansson, the former Devil, who sends it right into the mixer. And Stefan Nason's there. Great outlet pass to Jesper Bratt. He has the jump with Nico Hischier. Bratt shoots, save, rebound, score!
That was a big turning point as well.
Here comes Daniel Sprong again. Gets it across to Nolan Foote. Finding the trailer. Dumoulin with space. He rips, and Gustafsson fights it off. Connor shoots it back. Score! Devils able to make a clean change after that work from Sprong. Now Nico Hischier turns back. He has Bratt to his right. Hischier with speed. He shoots. He scores! Leave it back to Timo Meier. Now Brat's got it. Luke steps in. Rich just high, looking top corner. Bounced in. Hat trick. Nico Hischier. Puck is still live as it rolls out to Pesce at the blue line. Luke Hughes works in, shoots, and scores!
That puck was in behind Markstrom.
Yeah, Markstrom got enough of that first one to keep it out. Pesce helps keep it out. Devils come back. Nason backdoor score!
I don't need him coming after me. Here's Jeff Skinner. Right side, cutting down the middle. Connor Brown scores!
Probably a little cross-check pad at the top of his pants, but still hurts.
Hischier clean win on the draw. Hughes fed it to Meier and he scores! Devils just scored on the power play. Myers 23rd from Luke Hughes and Hischier. Here come the Devils 2-on-1. Hischier out in front, they score! Right in front of Haula. Meier, tough angle blast. Seamus Casey, beautiful feed, and it's stopped by Shesterkin, or is it? It's a goal! Rangers scrambling a bit with a line change. Bratt, they're onside. Jesper Bratt, stop, score!
Played up to the point. Carlson tries to tie up Dadonov. Dadonov ahead of the field. Dadonov moves in to the forehand. Score! Evgeny Dadonov, bar down! And under the skates of one of the officials, Matt Dumba at the right point. Deals it to the corner. Duchesne retrieves. Backdoor. Score! Evgeny Dadonov again! Shot pass just missed. Johnston's tip in front. Harley again walks the line. Pitchforks one towards the net. Score! On the backhand! Throw the hats! Evgeny Dadonov has 3.
Hischier will hold it up top. Takes the pass from Bratt. Hischier down low. Sprong backdoor score!
He's been getting pucks on net. He's been playing with pace.
Haula turning shot. Bounces in! Bang, bang!
Right in his kitchen. Similar to Perry, the guy he fought.
Quick shot off the post. Jeff Skinner set up by Connor Brown. Then point back, he scores! Brown ties it. What a chance for Walker. What a feed for Fowler. Here's McDavid looking to win it. Backhand score! Connor Brown with 19.7 to go! Shots are 7-0 Devils over the first 6 minutes plus. Casey moves it. Glass one-timer deflected in! Trying to avoid a third. What a move by McDavid around celebrating. He's got the net empty. He finds Nurse on to Brown. He shoots and scores!
This whole season, though, for the Jets, quite frankly, has gone swimmingly, starting with their 6-0 win in the season opener against Edmonton. A turnover here, and Brown scores!
Tip score! Hintz played it low, and Evgeny Dadonov, the redirection.
Run into a rough spot as of late, fighting through the human nature of clinching their spot. Carolina 1-4-1 in his last 6. Pesce finds Meier. He shoots, he scores! Nemitz has taken Luke Hughes' spot. Bratt sidesteps. Down low, Nason turns it. Meier shot, and somehow Swayman got it. It sneaks out, and the Devils score!
Right, he comes, he scores the big goals. You know, he's not scoring.
Nemitz scores off Swayman's blocker and in!
One last thing on Gorev is invaluable.
Luke Hughes will move it for Nico Hischier. Back to the front, scores! Dawson Mercer.
Here's Eric Haula, who has the Devils' goal from Sprong and Casey moments ago. And now Mercer scores to make it 3-2.
Open ice, Bratt ahead for Nico Hischier. Plays it off the bank. Hischier lets it go and scores! There's some life with 1:09 to go in the second. Jesper Bratt, pressured by Jordan Staal, skates it back to the neutral zone. Mercer takes it in. He's tripped up. They will not call the penalty. Haula down low. He shoots, kick save, rebound, score!
Gerard checked by Ben. Ben Johnston to Dadonov. Johnston turnaround shot, stop, rebound, score! Dadonov!
They do come on you hard, but sometimes you do have a chance maybe to hang on to the puck.
Oh, Hischier's in behind, takes the feed, he scores! Now it's Jesper Bratt. Goal and assist this series for Bratt. Turns the corner on Slavin, gets to the front. Anderson makes the pass, save. Oh, the rebound, it goes!
was Walker behind the net, but he steamrolled him.
Dowling clobbered him. Now Nemec carries in. He scores!
Up to Connor Brown with Adam Henrique in on the forecheck. It's Kane, a backhand center, score! Connor Brown finishes from Evander Kane. What a save! Robbing on him. Kopitar lifted down the ice, race for the puck, and Brown scores. 7-4, Edmonton.
Remember, no Johnny Kovacevic today. Left game 3 in the first period with an injury. Myers centers. It's free for Hischier. He scores!
A big moment. You saw the excitement there from former Devil Parise.
Oh, Meyer scores! Timo Meier, a turn and burn, and it's a 1-goal game. Dawson Mercer, backhanded pass. Brett Pesce shoots. Brad poking away at it. Kochetkov doesn't have it yet. It comes back to Pesce. He fires. Score!
Put pressure on him. Make him shaky.
Devil
right?
scores the turnover. Pesce jumps up. He feeds. Meyer shoots. Score! Nemec takes it up top. Has Palat to his right. He overlaps with Hamilton. Nemec shoots. Deflected. Score! Stefan Noesen tips it in.
Puck comes to Glass. And now Noesen held up by Slavin. Noesen keeps it alive. Now Connor out in front. Score! Devils regain the lead. It's their captain, Nico Hischier.
Downey races back. 5 seconds, fires. Blocked by Brown. Toward the empty net. He shoots and scores. Drive by Barbashev, and that was blocked. Hill still between the pipes. And now, what a move by Brown around Theodore. Reach shot, score! Connor Brown extends the lead to 4-2.
The Rangers stops that. Great chance for Kane to expand the lead. Nugent Hopkins tip in front, scores! Connor Brown with the redirect. 2 quick goals for the Oilers.